Good evening, friends, and welcome to the Rewind Electric Show, filmed here at Rewind headquarters on the better edge of the Mojave Desert. This evening, we have a riveting agenda for you of more. You'll never guess this. It involves this. Yes, that's right. Opening of the mail. We've been doing a lot of that, and it's all for good reason. Mostly because the mail's been interesting with the upcoming vintage pedal shootouts that we're doing. So we're doing, let's see if I can remember, overdrive, phaser, analog delay, flanger, chorus. I would like to do classic vintage fuzz shootouts, but let's be realistic. If I were to buy, just say 10, the 10 most classic vintage fuzz pedals, well, I mean, that could easily be like $60,000. So, no. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't even have a monetized channel here. I mean, come on, this is all just out of pocket. I'm trying to make some useful reference material for the world going forward, basically. All right. Okay. Let's crack into the mail. I already opened this one, but there's nothing exciting there. You might think these are the jacks I've been talking about in the last couple episodes, the switchcrafts, which I could use to replace the non-vintage replacement jack in this DoD Overdrive Preamp 250 pedal. But they're not. These are Chinese. So they really do look the part, though. I mean, like down to the lugs and everything. But they're not switchcrafts, and they're not vintage. So I can't bring myself to do it. However, I did manage to find 18 actual vintage switchcraft plastic encased jacks. So that problem is solved. Let's see what this is. I can kind of guess by knowing what's coming and what size and weight the boxes are. I have a feeling this is something that Eddie Van Halen used. No, it's not alcohol. It's not Valerie Bertinelli. It's not a brass nut. It's an MXR flanger. All right, now, where have we seen one of these before? I just can't put my finger on it, and I think I've seen. Oh, look at that! There's one right there. So this one, the speed knob gets stuck. So sometimes it just stays. Like the manual knob will actually, you can tell it. Oh, how do I word this? Rather than oscillating up and down with an LFO and flanging in a modulating kind of way, it just flanges at one point. And what's kind of neat is you can move that point around. So I was inclined, this is interesting. It's a piece of Velcro stuck on with a bread tie. Sure, all right. I was inclined to not fix that other flanger because it is broken in such a cool way. I decided I liked it. So I just got a couple more. Also with these old MXR pedals, you never really know. You don't know how they sound unless you have a few of them and you can compare them, because they all sound a little bit different. So I'm not going to start opening the pedals up right now and then doing inspections and demos. Let's go through the mail. Let's open all the stuff first, and then we'll get into that. Okay, let's just go in order of size, smallest to largest. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Can I flip the box in such a way? Yeah, let's do it this way. This one came via UPS, which is a good sign that it's from our friends at the Big Red Store. Lots of locations near malls and highways. And it is. Who can guess what this is? Can you tell yet? Anybody? Ah, tell me that is not a good price. And that is what I paid for it. That's on the old sticker. As long as it works, that's a great price. Like, great. Those dummies would put it right. Oh, okay. Hey, look at that. I gotta give them a little bit more credit. They didn't put a sticker over the logo. They protected it. But look how they protected it. Whatever credit I gave them is gone. They protected it by putting this right over the writing, which then came off. I'm sorry, but the dumbassery is thick with this company. I'm not saying who it is with their stores at mall locations. Yeah. That dark stuff is the paint that was there. So, all right, look, I mean, at the end of the day, this is still in better condition than most, and the price was killer. But why? That was just a waste. Like, it could have been even nicer. It could have still had the text there. Okay. You know, somewhere there's a snake saying, "Old man, you knew I was a dumbass when you picked me up." Okay. Let's go to the next one. I think this is from the same place. So, always an adventure. All right. You may not be able to tell what that is because it just says amp. It is a MXR micro amp. This would be, I believe, this says it's 1980. We'll find out. It probably is 1980s. We'll have to get that nasty off too. Pardon me. Because they didn't make these in the 70s. It's a block logo. It looks like somebody chipped away a little bit there to get a power cord in. Might have filed that. It might just be cracked and chipped though. You never know. All right, I want to open it because is that okay? There's something loose in there. I think it's probably the whole thing. Oh, that sounds like a battery actually. There's probably a battery in it. But we're not going to open anything right now other than mail. So sit tight with that. This was featured in the last opening of the mail. I haven't gotten to crack into it any more than that, but I'm very excited to do so. This DoD 670 flanger was also featured in a couple of recent ones. That's getting new capacitors. And if you watched the previous videos, you'll know why. Uh-oh. Can't show all the naughty info. I'll have to blur that out. Well, if you saw that label, you'll know that this came via Canada Post and then via USPS. So yeah, I mean, two government mail agencies involved, what could possibly go wrong? What'd you have for dinner tonight? I grilled some pork chops. I thought I was grilling for the family. They thought they were going out to the park. So I already had the food on the grill. I just grilled for me. All right. If you can call what this is, I'm impressed. I see some feet. I think that's what that is. It looks like feet. There's 3 of them. I mean, 3 is an interesting number of feet to have on anything that's not a tripod, so that's concerning. This looks like it was packed with care. I feel pretty good so far. Had this nice piece of, fitted material here. It looks like somebody did some due diligence of putting some additional reinforcement around the sides. Let's admire the packing a little bit more. Oh, no way. What is in here? Okay. A little bit of extra padding. I'm really excited if this is what it could be. Now, this just could be nothing. It just be trash added for padding. That's probably what it is, right? This isn't the manual, is it? What the heck? There's an Asian kid Superman? Oh, what do I have? Okay, hold on. I gotta put this box down. This is very exciting. I thought that was Canadian Post. Let me have another look at the label. Yeah, it is. Canada Post. This is not a print. This is a cutout from a magazine, and I think this here might be a clue. Perhaps it's from Guitar Player. I'm not sure what that says. 19N84, 19N8.4. Maybe that's the issue number. I don't know. 1978 issue 4. That would make sense. 1978 issue 4. Well, I don't know if we had this pedal in 1978, so maybe that's not it. But we had this one. Is that an Oberheim synth? This is a Japanese ad. I mean, probably could tell from the other side. I think that's an Oberheim synthesizer. Music seeker. Okay, I'm sorry I'm getting hung up on this little thing here. Like, this is exciting to me. This is very cool. Very cool of the seller to include this. I know I'm a little sidetracked now from the... I guess I'll put this on the back side here. Cool. What else is in here? Anything? I think that's probably it. Let's just make sure carefully. Yeah. There's some Asian cardboard. Okay. All right. Well, that's awesome. Very, very cool of the seller to include that. Looks like an original 3-prong. I hope you figured out what this is by now. That ad was a big clue. Okay. Roland Corporation, 100... my off camera, 117 volts and DM1, 3 watts. These are, what's with the feet? The feet that are presently on it seem to be the original feet. This is weird. You press here and then, how does this work? Okay, like that. These are also vintage feet. So maybe these were the original feet. One got lost and they were replaced with these feet, which are also vintage. Well, I don't know. I'll have to look at some photos of the feet on other units and see. That's a detail I'm not familiar with. Here's the big reveal, guys. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty to behold. Wow. Oh, the knob is so smooth. I love these knobs. Look at the detail. They're black capped, metal skirted, a reflective aluminum pointer on the top, a black arrow pointer on the bottom. They are so smooth. Even that rocker switch feels rocker solid. There's a little bit of something in the screw here. Looks like some wax. It's interesting. Sometimes if you want to get stuff like that out, you just put a screwdriver in it. But it's the right size. And there. Comes right out. Just see if there's any more. Okay. Whatever. I'm not going to obsess over that. All right. I know we're not supposed to be playing with this. Let's just have one more look. Input, direct out, D and E. Direct and effect. That's got to be what that is. Okay. We're going to set this guy aside. Like, seriously, nice packing. Seller of that if you're watching. It's starting to be the case that people I'm getting these pedals from recognize my name and know what I'm doing with them. That happened with one last night. Okay, I've got another piece of mail here. Oh boy. Okay. This is a really big box, so I'm gonna just kind of. I don't think I can get it on camera as I open it. I'll do what I can. Okay, not packed as nice as the last one, but, you know, what on earth is? But this one didn't ship too far, which was one reason I was motivated to go for it. The other reason you're about to see. Okay, does this look familiar? Also an original power cord there. Let's get the painter's tape off. Okay, we'll get that Velcro in a minute, but I'm kind of running out of camera room here. Maybe that's a little bit better. Good enough for now, right? You could see here that this is a 117 volt CE1, DM1, CE1, made in Japan. It doesn't have feet. Now, I happen to know a guy that has 3 extra feet, so that'll be okay. Let's have a look at the other side here. Guys, I don't know if you've looked for these before, if you've ever shopped for one or looked into them or seen one around, but I would wager to bet you've never seen one this clean. That was the other compelling reason that I got this one. It was close. It was clean. Wow. I want to hit this one again. Man. These are nice switches. These knobs are every bit as smooth as the other. Oh, wow. And as far as our outputs, or our jacks, we've got input, mono, and stereo. Now, normal and effect is basically bypass. Vibrato and chorus switches between the two. So, if you're not familiar, and I'm not like the world's most expertest person on the history of these, but I believe what we might have here is the first analog delay and the first chorus pedal. I'll try to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure. Pedal. I say pedal because what this is this is the chorus section from a Roland JC120, the Jazz Chorus 2x12 combo amp, which I think also has a vibrato, but I think there's something about this that gives you a little bit more control over the vibrato than the amp does. I guess I gotta kill the video because I've opened the mail now and I want to get into doing some more detailed looking into these pedals. But this guy just wanted to come in and say hi. Say, hey guys, how you doing? I just want to say hello here. I'm Mr. Big Muff. And I just thought I'd drop in and say, y'all can't touch me. So,